Okay, so real quick, I just decided I did want to talk about this Britney Spears, Jonah Hill thing. Just throwing my 2 cents, like I said. So here's a little bit of it's not even a mini episode, just a little talk, a little chit chat, real quick. Let's start with the Britney Spears situation. Took place July 5th. It was like a basketball rookie thing. You guys know I love the sports ball. But this is from Entertainment. Britney Spears says no woman ever deserves to be hit after alleged security slap in Vegas. So yeah, this shit popped off. I know it's kind of old news, but it just keeps on coming up, and I was like, I just gotta talk about it. So Britney Spears is still upset about her uncomfortable run-in with NBA rookie Victor Wembanyama's bodyguard, in Las Vegas last week. The pop singer claims she attempted to congratulate Wembanyama on his success, but that when she tapped him on the shoulder from behind, one of his security guards brushed her off somewhat aggressively. However, Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department confirmed to the EW on Friday that no charges will be filed against the person involved, which is the Entertainment Weekly. So, I mean, if you haven't seen it yet, it's a video on TMZ. Essentially, Britney Spears is coming up to Wembanyama, and from what I saw, it looks like she's trying to tap him. Now, there's a statement that he put out, at least was shared by the Associated Press, where he says that Spears grabbed him from behind. I wouldn't say it was that, but essentially, according to his statement, that he just knows that the security guard pushed her away. Now, from what I kind of saw, it looked like she taps him, Wembanyama. The security guard looks and sees what's happening, immediately gets involved, and just bats her hand away. And from what I can see, it looks like she smacks herself in the face. Now, that being said, he still bats his arm at her, at her hand. So I can understand that that's very aggressive. You can see this is someone who's not being threatening. You don't need to act that way. And, that's kind of, Britney Spears, she wants to, get ahead of the people who were talking smack from an unnamed radio station, saying that she deserved to get slapped. I'll read a little bit of a quote before I can move on here. I've been with the most famous people in the world. In sync at one time, girls would literally throw themselves at them. She said this on Instagram on Tuesday. On my way into the place, actually, I was knocked down by three 12-year-olds trying to get my picture. My security not one time touched them or even came near them. Also, she kind of adds that she got knocked down, and it's like, dude, I did watch the video. You can say whether who slapped who or whatever is up for debate, maybe, but she did not fall down. So it is a bit, I don't know, exaggerated, I would say. That being said, Victor Wembanyama has made a lot of accomplishments in his 19 years of living. Apparently, he might be as big as LeBron James or bigger. Who knows? But yeah, big deal. He really just wants to get back to hooping though. So hopefully, this is something that can kind of get put behind us. But yeah, like I said, there's my 2 cents there. All right, and now Jonah Hill. From Newsweek, Jonah Hill used therapy speak to control Sarah Brady. Therapist says. This is another story that's been making the rounds, and I was like, I want to talk about it. So I've kind of caught myself up as much as I can. But essentially, it's kind of a lot of talk of how people can kind of go into therapy or hear a lot of therapy conversation or talk and methodology or whatever, and they can kind of weaponize it or misuse it in relationships and dynamics. And in that aspect of it really was oh, okay, this is interesting to me. And not to mention, I'm not gonna lie, I've chuckled at a Jonah Hill movie. Okay, I'm a super bad enjoyer. This Is the End is one of my favorite movies, actually. And it's been referenced a lot, just because a lot of people are kind of talking about the character of Jonah Hill lately. and being like, oh, well, I've always known he's been a bad guy. And there's also people like, oh, I always hated Jonah Hill. Oh, blah, blah, blah. But needless to say, I will say he's done some fucked up shit, and I wanted to just to kind of get into it. A couples therapist has slammed Jonah Hill's alleged text he sent to his ex-girlfriend Sarah Brady while they were still together. Professional surfer Brady shared a series of messages the Wolf of Wall Street actor had allegedly sent during their relationship. In the texts, which have yet to be verified, Hill tells Brady she can't pose in bikinis on social media, have inappropriate friendships with other men, or spend time with women who are in unstable places. Which is a crazy list of demands that he more or less tries to mark up as boundaries. And it's like, good sir, those are not boundaries. Like, more or less, he is trying to use this kind of terminology to, like, manipulate Sarah and to, like, not posting these kind of pictures because, oh, he doesn't, like, he feels uncomfortable, like, it upsets him, he finds it triggering. But it's like, that's really weird, right? Because at least from how know it, apparently he slid into her DMs and, started talking to her or whatever. They hit it off. So it's like, obviously there was something about her, that her social media presence, that drew you to her into those DMs. And now you kind of want to say, oh, well, I don't like that now. Like, you can't do that now. Now, they have broken up. He is in a new relationship. Apparently, this was kind of part of her process saying, hey, I want to get this out. Like, this really upset me. This person was a narcissist. They were very manipulative. And I think at first I was like, oh, I don't like this. This is messy, blah, 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 blah. But I kind of realized it's like, look, this is someone's process. And I can't judge how someone gets on social media and wants to express themselves and use the space. Like, if they aren't, yelling fire in a crowded place, and I feel like that's fine at the end of the day. So, and also I do think this is a relevant conversation. I think the discourse is worth it. I do say though, like, it's one of those things where everyone's kind of like, oh yeah, I always knew Jonah was a bad guy. It is the same thing to me as like the Chick-fil-A thing. Like, I always knew Chick-fil-A's so gross. Ooh, it's so bad. It's like, bro, it's chicken sandwiches. Like, I get it. Their message is bad. They as a corporation are shitty. It's chicken sandwiches though. Do you really think they fucked it up that bad? Honestly and truly, that's my boundary. No, the text exchange appears to center around Hill's boundaries, which include surfing with men, to model, to post pictures of yourself in a bathing suit, or friendships with women who are in unstable places and from your wild recent past. He allegedly wrote that if Sarah Brady needs to engage in this type of behavior, he was not the right partner for her. And it's like, dude, I think these are your insecurities that you're like projecting onto your partner. Like, it just looks weird. It feels bad. I definitely don't like it. I'm not Team Hill on this, that's for sure. Like, let's not get it twisted. Apparently he's been hitting the surf though. He's been trying to, get over this issue, this hump. But yeah, I did think it was worth talking about. Also, another thing, people keep talking about like Jay Baruchel or whatever the hell. I don't know. All right. Well, this is supposed to be like a short. It is not quite as short as I liked it, but hey, we'll be happy that's under 10 minutes. Thank you so much for tuning in. Love you. Bye bye.